Rain is coming down, the sky is heavy, and yet this is the exact moment when a vehicle shows its true character. Because when conditions are not perfect, excuses disappear. And right here, right now, puts its confidence on display with the 2026 Mazda CX-70. This is not just another crossover. This is Mazda stepping directly into territory normally reserved for luxury nameplates and doing it their own way. The question is simple, and it matters more than ever. Can this really stand toe-to-toe with vehicles like the Acura MDX and Lexus RX? Before we even talk about price, engines, or interiors, look at it. This rhodium white paint transforms under overcast skies. The surface looks liquid, almost sculpted, and it immediately sets a tone that feels far more premium than the badge might suggest. Mazda has always believed in clean design, and the CX-70 proves that restraint can be more powerful than excess. The lighting is sharp and intentional, full LED from top to bottom, with turn signals integrated cleanly into the front fascia. The grille carries a dark chrome accent that adds weight without shouting, and the overall face feels modern without chasing trends that will age badly. Move along the side and the proportions reveal the real story. This is a long hood, rear-wheel drive-based SUV, and that alone changes how it feels compared to most rivals. Mazda is clearly signaling that driving still matters here. The 21-inch gloss black wheels look aggressive and planted, wrapped in wide performance-focused tires that hint at what is hiding underneath. There are a few styling choices that could be cleaner, but overall, the CX-70 presents itself as confident, athletic, and intentionally understated. Around back, the design stays simple and cohesive. The LED lighting stretches wide, the badging is dark and subtle, and the lower bumper avoids unnecessary clutter. This is not trying to look like an off-road machine or a futuristic experiment. It is aiming to look timeless, and that is a smart move. Now, let us talk about what actually separates this vehicle from the crowd. Under that long hood is a turbocharged 3.3-liter inline-6 engine. Not a V6, not a turbo for pretending to be something else. A straight 6. On premium fuel, it produces 340 horsepower and 369 pound-feet of torque, supported by a mild hybrid system that smooths response and improves efficiency. Power goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission and is sent primarily to the rear wheels, with intelligent all-wheel drive managing traction when needed. 0 to 60 arrives in roughly 6 seconds, and the engine delivers its power with a calm, confident pull rather than frantic noise. This matters because engines like this are becoming rare. Even rarer. Mazda made a deliberate choice here, and it shows. Inside, the CX-70 makes its strongest argument. The moment the door opens, the atmosphere changes. Rich materials, thoughtful color contrast, and genuine attention to detail create a cabin that feels closer to European luxury than mainstream competition. Soft touch surfaces dominate, accented by metal trim and stitched leather that feels intentional rather than decorative. The red Nappa leather seats are bold but tasteful, supportive without being stiff, and clearly designed for long drives. The layout is driver-focused and refreshingly logical. The 12.3-inch display sits where it belongs. The controls are physical where they should be. And there is a noticeable absence of cheap gloss black. The infotainment system favors a rotary controller, keeping fingerprints away and attention on the road. Apple CarPlay integration brings touch functionality when needed, but the overall system remains simple and intuitive. Comfort is a clear priority. Heated and ventilated front seats, a panoramic sunroof, a head-up display, and a fully digital gauge cluster all come standard on higher trims. Everything you touch feels solid. Everything you see feels cohesive. This is where Mazda quietly closes the gap with brands that charge significantly more. In the second row, space benefits directly from the decision to eliminate a third row. Legroom is generous, the seats recline, and rear passengers get their own climate controls and charging ports. It feels like a premium lounge rather than an afterthought. Around back, cargo space is expansive, offering the kind of flexibility that makes daily life easier. With the seats up, there is room for real gear. With them folded, the CX-70 becomes a legitimate road trip machine. On the road, everything comes together. The CX-70 feels planted, balanced, and remarkably composed. Steering is precise, body control is tight, and the rear bias platform gives it a sense of engagement that most SUVs in this segment simply do not have. Acceleration is smooth and confident, not dramatic, but deeply satisfying. Road noise is well controlled, visibility is excellent, and the overall experience feels refined without being numb. This is where Mazda philosophy shines. They did not chase numbers for marketing slides. They focused on feel, and it shows. Pricing seals the argument. Starting around $49,000, with well-equipped trims hovering just above $51,000. The CX-70 undercuts many luxury rivals while offering a drivetrain and interior that genuinely compete. It may not wear a luxury badge, but it delivers a luxury experience where it counts. So here is the real question. If you are spending your own money, does the badge still matter more than the drive, the materials, and the value? That is something only you can answer. If you are enjoying this deep dive, take a moment to support the Next Gear channel by hitting the like button. It helps more than you think, and it keeps reviews like this coming. The 2026 Mazda CX-70 is not trying to be loud. It is not trying to shock. It's quietly confident, deliberately engineered, and surprisingly luxurious. And sometimes, that is exactly what wins. Before you go, let us know in the comments. Would you choose this CX-70 over an Acura MDX or a Lexus RX?